Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Well, Orlando fans, Penny is going to decide to stay in Memphis. Much respect to 1 Cent. 1 Cent basically say he does want to coach in the NBA one of these years, but right now it's just not the time. He wants to bring a national title to Memphis, and I feel him. Sometimes people got to understand, it's not always about the glamour and glitz. Sometimes it's about, or that other side of the fence. Sometimes what's behind your fence is just as good and glamorous as what's over the other side of the fence. So that's a great respect, for 1 Cent to come out and make that video to Memphis. And 1 Cent has always had high character, man. He's always cared about the game. He's always loved the game. It's just, my favorite player of all time, man. He's the reason I'm a Magic fan and I continue to root for these losers, these bums. But 1 Cent was always the bright spot for us. Then T-Mac came, so I got a special place in my heart for both of them because they tried their best to bring something to Orlando. It didn't get done. It is what it is. But punk ass Shaq and punk ass Choke Rivers, mismanaged how the team was gonna be. But it is what it is. I'm grateful for him, man, for at least, giving it a shot, giving it a talk, man. I appreciate that, 1 Cent. That's respect. Now, Vanessa Bryant, if nobody knows, they've been sleeping under a rock. This is Kobe Bryant's wife, the late great Kobe Bryant. She settled with the helicopter company. I think it was today or yesterday. She settled with them, and it's an undisclosed settlement, an undisclosed amount. So I think that's good for her, so she can get past it. Now it's time to go after the next battle, which is the police department. We got to see how that unfolds. And TMZ for putting that report out there when nobody else had that report. That was very shady, and TMZ's been doing that for years. They've been doing that for years, not caring. But how about they put their business out there? See, when people who love to talk about other people don't like when their business is put out there. They do. And then you get trolls and stuff trying to go at you because you're speaking truth about what's going on out here. But yeah, man, it's on and moving. It's on and moving, man. Now, Giannis got hurt last night, but I think it's gonna be a tear in his knee. I think Giannis is done. The way he came down on it, I mean, if he's not done, if he's okay, then man, he's a tough son of a bitch. But I don't know if he's gonna make it through that injury. And then somebody come to my page like I work with, but we ain't cool. Like, I guess he thought he could joke about something. Like, he's talking about, well, I guess the league wanted Giannis to get hurt. I'm like, what are you talking about, dog? Listen, the league controls the games. Deal with it. That's why your bum Michael Jordan won all those championships, because the league gave him a route where he could get there. They controlled the game. They didn't have to control it to that extent because Michael Jordan could do like these other guys couldn't do, close. So they did that for him. They were controlling the game. Dude, the Bucks should have won. The Bucks should have won. They should have been up. They should have been up 3-1 by now, if not more. But yet, they play so stupid. They don't play they don't play real basketball. This is why guys are getting hurt. Because they're running up and down the court. They're trying to be point guards. And they're trying to play a fast-paced style. Your body was not meant for that. The reason it wasn't that many injuries back in the day was because guys actually played. They actually played the fundamentals. Everybody played their position. You know, Mike wasn't bringing the ball up all the time. He brought it up for that one season. But Mike wasn't running the offense trying to go full speed and, you know what I'm saying, run up and down the court, because that's what it does. It tears your body. But dude, the game is controlled. The game is fixed and controlled. They play to the betting spread, dog. They don't really play. They want the other guys to win, but they play to the betting spread. They have to play to the betting spread. If they don't play to the betting spread, they're not going to make any money, idiot. So the guy who I work with who came to my page, stop being dumb and funny, dog. It's not funny. I'm not a funny guy. I don't know you. I'm not friendly. I don't like none of you people at the job, really. I don't. I stay to myself because I don't like none of y'all, because all of y'all are phony and it's like high school. You guys will be quick to turn on somebody. And if you watch this, good, watch it. Injuries are a part of the game. Barring no injury, they want Giannis to win the championship because he stayed in Milwaukee. And I respect it. If he would have won, I'd have been like, cool. Like, cool. But can the Bucks still win? Yes. The Bucks can still win. I think with Giannis going down, it's going to open their offense up even more. Giannis can't play a half-court offense. He tries, but he just can't. He's still learning. People forget he's from overseas. He's from overseas. You know, he didn't play in like a system and everything like Luka. Like, he didn't learn how to do it like Luka. Luka is more gifted and skill wise, because Luka had to be. Luka's not real athletic, but he's quick and he's got a savvy first step. Now, this is why people are getting hurt, is because of the way they're playing basketball today. And I think a lot of you guys just don't understand. The league does not want injuries, dog. You think the league planned on him getting hurt? No. They were banking on Giannis and Kawhi. Like when LeBrownies went down, they were banking on leading the playoffs with Kawhi, Giannis, who else? Chris Paul, you know, and Trae Young, man. Trae Young, he was out. So Trae Young was hurt, but Atlanta still played. But in my opinion, Milwaukee's dumb. But people got to understand, Milwaukee still can win this series. Milwaukee has a good team. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe because Giannis is hurt. These guys can play. These guys are able to play in a real offense. Brook Lopez, they could play in a real offense. But what they have done is they usually spread out so Giannis gets the ball and goes to the basket or he'll pass it out. That's why I don't like this type of basketball. Guys need to learn a post game. They've got to learn a half-court offense. They got to learn to move without the ball. Movement without the ball is a lost art in the NBA. In college, guys is moving around. I was like, oh my goodness, these guys are playing like NBA back in the day. They're actually running offense. You'll have a team where they have a superstar, but they still have an offense. You know. But the league needs to look at this short turnaround and all of this stuff. But in the playoffs, guys' bodies just wore down because of the offensive style. Now they're trying to say Kawhi is a game time decision. Look, Kawhi is done for the playoffs. All right, stop thinking he's gonna come back. And now they're putting out reports, like I was saying on some other videos, that he's mad at the medical staff and everything. So I got to do a full story on that because it keeps on popping up my news feed. So I'll probably do it tonight. But the Clips versus the Suns, Game 6, this is going to tell it all. Is Chris Paul going to get the 3-1 deficit demons from him? Or is No Planners Paul going to show up and show that he is a superstar? But this is my thing. This team reminds me of the 94 Bulls where Paul George is Scottie Pippen. And to me, you have to basically show Paul George is going to have to show that he can do the same thing. Now, Marcus Morris has to start off like he did the other night. They have to go at the same lineup, and he has to do what he did the other night. If you do that, it's on and popping. On and popping. Devin Booker is not Kobe. So stop with these comparisons. Stop with it. Kobe would have answered it. He would have answered the challenge. Tony Allen was probably the best defender who could guard Kobe. Everyone say Tayshaun. I'm like, it wasn't Tayshaun. Tayshaun bothered Kobe, but he didn't D him up like Tony Allen did. Tony Allen had the combination of strength, skill, and he could slide his feet well. He was real great at that. And I think a lot of people forget that Kobe had his guys going against him. But this is the thing that pisses me off. Why are you guys trying to get rid of Kobe? You guys are trying to wipe Kobe from history. Why is that? See, why in the NHL and MLB, they praise their white guys. They praise their white guys because it's majority white now. But blacks in the NBA and NFL, they do everything to tear our guys down. They always destroy history. They always forget how great guys were in history. And I try to tell these young cats is that you can't compare today to yesterday. That's why I said none of these guys would have been able to play back in the league. I don't even think KD would have been able to play back in the league. I'm serious. I don't think Kawhi, Giannis, or any of them. Because it was too physical. And then these guys' bodies is brittle now. Now, if they played in more of a system, then yeah, I could see KD playing and Kawhi playing, and excuse me, Giannis would have had to learn how to play in the post. He would have had to develop a post game. Embiid would have had to work even harder. You know, I just don't know, man. This is a league that, you know, they took the physicality out the league. They should have kept the physicality in the league because it would show you who's real and who's not. Now you done made this league so damn soft, you don't even know who's real and who's not. You don't know who's a superstar, who's not. Seriously. You just don't.